Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Crypto Trading. This is day 12, and I'm finally back. I haven't streamed for a couple of days. I think the last day was July 5th. Yeah, a couple of stuff has happened. Um, really not much, I guess. Soccer matches, I guess, got in the way, but that I've been watching. But other than that, I've just been sick. I haven't been doing good with my stomach, but yeah, I did have to go to the hospital. Nothing too serious, just to get myself checked out. Ultimately, nothing was found. I come back home, I immediately start feeling better. And then, yeah, today, not too bad, kind of feeling better with my health in general. But, anyways, yeah, I'm not just doing nothing all the whole time. I am also studying or reading the other books, uploading them, editing them, whatever the case may be. So, let's start with what we always start with, and we go straight to the graph to take a look at how everything is doing today. One sec. Here we go. Okay. So, we have Bitcoin currently at $57,880.67. We are getting some recovery. Germany keeps selling, but we still recover, and we'll keep it this way as long as there is no selling happening, for the record. But obviously, there might still be some selling either from Mt. Gox or from Germany that will keep the price oscillating around this level for a while. I expect by September is when prices will really start to move to new all-time highs. Sure, we can go back up to our 60,000 mark or even maybe reach 70,000, but to break our previous all-time high at 73,800, I would say by September. Why September? Because we have a couple of news. I will share that in just a moment. Just a quick spoiler, I guess. Fed Chair Powell, the president of the Fed, he spoke and gave a meeting today, mentioning that he didn't mention too much, but like of all the stuff that he did mention, we are likely to see maybe a rate cut for the interest on in September. It's a high percentage, it's like 60% chance or 70% chance that we might see one there. So, you know, they cut those interest rates. It boosts a lot of these, like it could be stocks, it boosts a lot of anything that goes against the US dollar, which in this case would be Bitcoin. The US dollar would devalue itself a little bit when they do that. But who cares about that? Am I right? The point is, crypto is supposed to go up from that. So yeah, pretty good recovery. We did hit 58,000 a little bit today. Currently 57,900. We're almost there again. And yeah, so far so good for Bitcoin. I'm going to reduce my time frame to 5 minutes because that's what we're also here for, is to try to get some trades. Kind of overbought over here, could not get the chance of entering. The volume weighted average price line reset over here. 12, right here. So right here, and it's been moving pretty flat, which I like. All right. Nothing for now. Oh, I also don't remember if we had any trades that we still had to write down. These are my last two trades. I think I've already written these down. Cardano on the 4th. Or these two are on the 5th. Binance and Litecoin. Okay, so I didn't write these down apparently. I just looked at my Excel spreadsheet. And yeah, so we got two winning trades from this. Let's go review those first. So we had a winning trade in Litecoin and a winning trade in Binance from a couple of days ago since I last streamed. So let's take a look at them. I completely forgot I did them. Here it is. Why? It's still going. Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Okay, cool. So this is what happened. Let me reanalyze my own trade. So we had it very overbought right over here. RSI was pointing at 76, which indicates a lot of overbuying happening. Look at the volume weighted average price, the yellow line. It's perfectly, almost perfectly flat, but you get the idea. Like, it's not moving up so much along with the price, which is a good thing for me. I entered down here after we got confirmation of that 70 mark again, and I put my take profit down here, and it eventually just went directly to that, which is awesome. Perfect trade for Binance there. I will go ahead and write that down. And it also closed pretty quickly, yeah. It was very, very quick trade. $100 made right there almost. So yeah, let me go write that down. Here's my Excel. Yeah, the last trade we did was in Cardano on the 4th of July. So this trade was done on the 5th of July. So let's write that down for BNB 75. And we put margin 1336.64, 5x leverage. We got $94.78, and we paid $3 in commission. The ADX, let's measure that. So let me reopen this. We started it off right here. ADX, if you look down here, it said 27. And we ended it at 17. So basically from more to less, which that is when my trade, well, my strategy works. That's when the trade will be more likely to be successful, as if the ADX starts off larger and ends off smaller. The only issue with this is I don't know when it is considered large enough, right? The only thing I could base it off of is the RSI levels being oversold. I mean, overbought or oversold, yeah. So that's the only way I could tell. But yeah. So let's go back. EDX, I said, was 27. And it dropped down to 17. So 27 to 17. And we hit our take profit. I'm just writing this down for myself so that I know what's going on. The next trade that we did was in Litecoin right here. Let's find that. LTC. Currently it's at $65.30. And I will go find the trade that I did. I doubt it's this far back, is it? We're on the 4th of July here. 7th, 6th, 5th is right over here. It would have been right over here then. But I don't see the trade. I probably didn't draw it out. So let's draw it out. This happened at, it closed at that time. We opened it at 8:46. Well, 20:46, I guess. I don't know who uses this 20 time frame. Okay, so it's clearly this big jump in price over here. It got overbought. So I shorted the trade because it was overbought. RSI was 27 and dropped down to here at 19. So yeah, that's obviously perfect scenario for us. I would have entered right here approximately. Well, I said at, what time is this? 2040, and it was 2046. Okay, so one candlestick after. These are 5-minute time frames, so each candlestick is 5 minutes. Let's see. We put our entry price, that's what I'm trying to find. Open price is 62.59. So that's there. So we entered down here actually. We put our take profit most likely to that volume weighted average price, which would have been the close price, 61.55. Right there. And our stop loss risking 1-to-1 would have looked something like this. There you go. Trade closed right here at approximately 22.05, 22.08. Yep, that's perfect. All right. Same thing pretty much as Binance trade. It immediately just dropped down, barely went negative, right? So that was an excellent trade for Litecoin there as well. I'm gonna write that down into our Excel spreadsheet. LTC and 7.5 and 1162 70 cents. At 5x leverage, we got $96.59 and paid $261 in commission. The ADX I mentioned was, did I say 27? 27 to 17. Was it 17? No, it was 19, this one. 17 was the other one. The one before. And ultimately resulted in a take profit. We are no longer in drawdown territory. Current equity is $10,467.63. We started off with $10,000. My goal is $100 a day, keeps the doctors away. That's why I've been going to the doctors, because I have not been doing that. So yeah, it's day 12. I should have $1,200 more. I should be at $11,200, but I'm, what is this, $700 off almost. So yeah, overall, our rate of return and the months are green, so that's good. Although we did start late in June. June 21st was our first trades when I first started doing this. But yeah, little by little, I figured out this ADX stuff, the average directional index, to see how strong the trend is when I make my trades. And I did figure this out, which I guess can prove my theory correct unless shown otherwise, which I have not seen this being shown the opposite, right? Where the ADX starts off less and becomes more, and that results in my take profit or stop loss. Obviously, this only works for this specific strategy that I'm doing. It's not going to be the same for any other strategy. You probably, like if you're doing swing trading, you will need more volatility. So you would want the ADX to start from less and then become more in the trend that you're searching for, whether that be an uptrend or a downtrend. And yeah, that's how you'd figure that out. All right. Let's go back to the chart, see if we can find something new, something fresh, something better. Litecoin, thanks for giving me money. Although I'm losing a lot on my main account, but that's a different subject. Everything is just in general down for everyone. But if you're doing something very short term, you don't have your trades open in the long term, you avoid that. I guess it is short term volatility when prices will spike up or down and, you know, make you lose a lot of money, potentially, as long as you don't sell. This, you know, you either win or you lose, and you're basing it all off on your strategy. This would have been perfect to enter, but I was not here. Right now, Litecoin $65.37, coming up a little bit. In the center of the RSI, not much we can do. Still far from the volume weighted average price. Well, not far, I mean, very close, but like far from giving us an actual entry, which for now, nothing. Volume weighted average price, pretty straight. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah. I think we already took a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. In the center of the RSI, almost in the center next to the volume weighted average price, currently $3,066.33. It is up 1.62%. Ripple is also up 1.18% at 43 cents. 54 RSI, volume weighted average price, still very close to it. No significant difference. Although this would have been nice to have done a little pullback thing, although it would not have reached volume weighted average price because I don't know why. It probably would eventually, right? Or maybe not. Or maybe it would have. I don't know. I'm not in the trade, so I don't care. Let's move on to the next coin. We already looked at Litecoin. What am I talking about? Let's look at Cardano. The whole market is pretty much in green except for Pepe. I don't know why Pepe is not green. Currently in the center of, well, right on the volume weighted average price at 37 cents and 58 for Cardano. Not much movement here, not much we can do. I also missed this opportunity right here. This would have been a more attractive opportunity because it did cross that volume weighted average price line where the price is right now. Essentially is where I would have put a take profit if I entered right up here, but I was not here at that time, so it doesn't count. Dogecoin is 10 cents with 75. Right on the volume weighted average price line, everything is pretty much in the center, not much movement. Some good spikes over here, but still not considered overbought or oversold. Huge spike over here. Oh, that would have been perfect to have entered. Anyways, we were not there. I was not here for the past couple of days, and I missed a lot of opportunities. But that's okay. Crypto's 24/7, so you enter whenever you want to. Solana is $141.82. Solana has been performing very, very well. It did drop to 120 something, 127, and it's recovered to 141, which is significant growth. So yeah, I don't know what's up with Solana, but they've been doing very, very good. As of right now, though, nothing in the short term, the 5-minute chart that will signal an entry for now. So we skip it. We go to Shiba Inu. It's at positive 1.45%, going up a little bit above the volume weighted average price line at 0.4016. And yeah, no entry right now. The RSI is still at 57. Binance Coin, below the volume weighted average price line at $516.80. Yeah, no entry for this either. Phantom has also kind of recovered. Wow, it did recover a lot. It's at 45. It was at 39, so it did recover quite a bit. And was considered overbought up here. But price is still kind of going up, so no entry. Pepe, why is Pepe down? No entry regardless for Pepe. It's at 0.4009. Still has to cross the 10 mark to eat that 0 and possibly go higher from there. Toncoin, it has also been doing very well. It's currently $7.31. I think I remember seeing this at like almost 6. Yeah, $6.82 was its lowest point, but it has come back up. Like I said, the whole market in general is recovering little by little because that's what happens when people don't sell, right? It will just continue to go up because the fundamentals do not change. No entry for Toncoin either. Anyways, let's go back to Bitcoin just in case. Coming back up a little bit. It's at 60 in the RSI. Current price is 58,039, so we just crossed the 58,000 mark again and are planning to hopefully go higher from here. But yes, no trades for now. We're just getting left with those 2 trades that we did in Litecoin and Binance, which good enough for me. If we don't have anything to go into, let's not force ourselves to make a mistake. You only enter when the market gives you the signal to entry. Currently my time, the hour is 7:49. I am planning to watch the soccer game of Argentina and Canada. The Copa America, I think semifinals. I don't know what it is. But trust me, I'm a big fan, as you can tell. So, yeah, I'll be watching that. So the stream won't be too long, probably half an hour. Yes. Let's see what's been going on in the White House.
As the governor said, I've led this nation from the depths of pandemic. As the governor,
all right, nice one.
I'm staying in the race.
Yeah.
I'll beat Donald Trump. I will beat him again in 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Because we're in 2024. So that's also been going on. Oh, this one was kind of brutal as well when this lady gets asked a question by, I forget what the guy's name is.
He's sharpest before 8 p.m.
So talking about Joe Biden, where his cognitive levels are best, at what time.
So say that the Pentagon at some point picks up an incoming nuke. It's 11 p.m. Who do you call? The First Lady?
He has a team that lets him know of any news that is pertinent and important to the American people. He has someone or that is decided, obviously, with his National Security Council on who gets to tell him that news.
So, well, he
So
also
it's a
said
joke.
he's sharpest.
I forgot what the joke was. I think I was looking at something else, honestly. Did I have it bookmarked? I don't think I had it bookmarked. never mind. But basically, like, yeah, if it's 11 p.m., what is Joe Biden supposed to do if he's not cognitively there, right? This is just another thing. Like, people are just saying that he probably should not be running again. Anyways, on the 5th of July, we got this little news about how much positions have been liquidated in total. It's actually been 639 million leveraged crypto positions were liquidated on that day, on July 4th, when we saw the very, very big dip. Right over here, this day, July 4. This day, a lot of positions liquidated. But we're past that. We're kind of recovering. We broke this trend line down. We're starting to go back up. We're starting to see some new formations like this, right? And if we keep that, should be good. If that breaks, no problem. We got this one. That will probably be fine as well. I say this one is probably more likely to keep, right? Because it will help us stay above the Fibonacci level. It would help us continue to go up, and we have more time to go up, rather than this being broken too easily. So far, only 2 touches for both of them. Whichever should be fine. I'll be safe though, and I'll keep this one. You know what? Let's be risky. Let me just adjust these. Not like that. There. And this one as well. I'd like to see if this does break. We can maybe see this level of Fibonacci right here. That's your technical analysis from me. Germany does not know what they're doing. They actually bought $111 million in Bitcoin back. Apparently this was this news doesn't even matter because immediately after they sold it again. Like, I don't even know why they bought it and sold it. Like, they don't know how to do the proper trading. Like, something's got to be going on in the German government, because even their own members of parliament are outing the German government, saying, hey, we shouldn't be selling Bitcoin. We should be holding on to this reserve currency, right? But they clearly don't care. They're still selling. Matter of fact, they sold off half of the amount of Bitcoins that they originally had. And they are preparing for the next sell-off, which is another $276 million in Bitcoin. According to this article. They have already sold 3,100 Bitcoin, worth around 178 million. So yeah, that other news about them buying that back, I'm pretty sure that was just fake or something. Or maybe somebody misunderstood, misread, or probably somebody purposefully spreading misinformation on the internet. But anyways. Who else has been accumulating a lot of whales on Chainlink? They have been buying Chainlink a lot. I don't know what's going on with Chainlink, but maybe these guys are insider trading, or maybe there's just people artificially trying to inflate the price of it. They're just accumulating a lot of Chainlink. So I'd keep an eye on Chainlink, but I don't really like it anyways. So we'll skip on that. We're truly in a bear market. Look at that. The Ethereum, it shows up in the wallet. You can't buy it. You can't buy when everything is down, right? Because one, you're scared, two, you don't have the money to do it. Another good thing is that the Labour victory in the UK election renews crypto industry optimism. So maybe that's not a bad thing. People were saying, oh, we're so done with the UK. Everything is going to go down. It's going to be bad. Same thing with France, I think. France is a different story, though. I'm pretty sure nobody likes France. But yeah, UK might not be all lost in terms of crypto, right? They have established strong relationships with Labour MPs and policymakers. They intend to strengthen these ties going forward to advance the UK's digital assets industry. So they're not completely against crypto, which is good. And yeah, that should be good for crypto in general. And here's the stuff that Fed Chair Powell mentioned. He said holding rates high for too long could jeopardize economic growth, which signifies a potential rate cut, which is good for the market. That's why the market did go up a little bit, but it also came back down because he refused to answer any other questions as to when that would be. And that little bit of uncertainty still remains in the market. That's why it kind of is neutral, right? He keeps saying you have to strengthen the confidence, blah, 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 stuff like that. But ultimately, like, we don't know much information yet. He even gets asked questions. A little bit I did watch. They were asking questions about, oh, what if Trump gets elected and this and that. He's like, you know what? Let's not talk about the elections at all. Let's just focus on our jobs, which is to, focus on the rate cuts, making the economy better, making people, have more jobs, enough to afford their daily necessities, right? So there's that. Not too much happened there. And just one last bit of news I'd like to share is that, Germany dumped another $339 million in Bitcoin. Doja Cat token collapses following a hack. And German government continued to send and receive thousands of Bitcoins from crypto exchanges and market makers on Tuesday, with its holdings now less than half of the 50,000 Bitcoins that it seized from the film piracy site Movie 2K in January. Following a plethora of Bitcoin transfers on Monday, the German government sends an additional $339.2 million worth of Bitcoin to addresses labeled as belonging to centralized crypto exchanges and market makers on Tuesday. This included 800 Bitcoins sent to the crypto exchange Kraken, 5,000 sent to an address believed to be the market maker B2C2 group, and nearly 107 Bitcoins to the market maker Cumberland DRW. Essentially, like Arkham, who has been tracking the Bitcoin movement from the German wallet, they've been noticing that it's basically like 500 Bitcoins to 1,000 Bitcoins that they're constantly transferring out every day. That's how they're selling their Bitcoin, little by little, like that, on the spot market. They say they're trying to minimize the impact, but clearly it has not had a good impact, to say the least, right? We've just been dropping and dropping ever since they have been selling. But I feel like most of it is like due to people also being fearful, like, oh, what's going to happen next? Stuff like that. But we're seeing a bit of recovery. They're not selling as much. They already burned through half their supply. So now people see this as, oh, they're running out. The sell-off is almost over. The price is cheap still. Let's buy in. And ultimately, we're getting this tiny little start of a rally. Watch this be wrong and immediately we drop to like 53,000 or something. That would be very funny, right, guys? But yeah, that's what's been going on there as well. PayPal also has a stable coin. Do they actually, like, I've never seen it. PYUSD. They actually do have a stable coin. That's interesting. It's not that popular though. It's number 136, but hey, it's working. It's 99 cents. That's pretty good. Yeah, actually, I knew this was coming out, but I didn't know it actually already came out. How long ago did this come out? Oh, okay, this was from last year, actually. It was worth $1.03. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's been a while then. I've seen this news, but I didn't know that they already came out with this, right? But that's cool. Okay, PayPal has their stablecoin. They wanted to integrate into crypto and stuff, so that's good for them. Other than that, in general, the market is green today, except for Chainlink, which is a good thing. It's gonna go to my watch list to see the coins that I care about. Yeah, everybody's in green except for Pepe again. But yes, let's take one last look at the 5-minute chart to see if we can enter any last-minute trades. 7:59 match. The soccer match starts at 8. Looks like nothing's happening in Bitcoin. Ethereum seems like nothing's happening much here either. Let's go to Ripple. 43 cents, no movement. Litecoin. $65.29. Not oversold yet. Cardano. Nope. Not overbought, not oversold. Dogecoin. 10 cents on the volume weighted average price line. No movement. Solana, I think it's the same thing. It did have a little bit of a dip, but not sufficient to be considered oversold. So no entry in Solana. Shiba Inu is 16 after all the zeros. And coming back down to the volume weighted average price line, not considered overbought at any moment. Binance Coin, $516.57, coming down a little bit. but not considered oversold yet. Phantom, no comment. And Pepe coming back down to the volume weighted average price. Ton coin, yeah, same thing. Okay, no movements, no trades for today, unfortunately, guys, but that's okay. Tomorrow will be another day and we'll make millions tomorrow, I promise. Anyways, that'll be all for my stream today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe.